Hey everyone, welcome to Season 3, Episode 2. We're about to start a brand new season as we go to New England to take on the Patriots. Now, I have some off-season moves that I made, actually technically preseason moves. Um, as much as I wanted to hand the ball to a rookie that wasn't really highly sought after or highly thought of in the draft, I just couldn't do it. I looked at the team that we had and I'm like, man, so I put in a quarterback that can at least manage the ball, make a couple plays here and there. Then we might actually have a shot to get to the playoffs again this year. However, with the quarterback that we had, I just couldn't trust that mistakes wouldn't be made. So um, I went and I sent a second round pick and Kaiser White to Tennessee for Ryan Tannehill. So we have Ryan Tannehill as our quarterback. He's not retiring anytime soon like our last couple quarterbacks have. I think he's under contract for a little while. So the pressure is off a little bit to find our franchise quarterback. However, the sooner we find that franchise quarterback, the better. A couple other moves I made. I sent Ryan Wagner and a seventh round pick also to Tennessee for next year's first round pick. So it won't be this coming up draft, but it'll be the draft after that. We'll have an extra first round pick. Also, Drew Tranquil, I really liked him, but we drafted a rookie QB or rookie QB, rookie middle linebacker, and Drew Tranquil was in a contract year. He's probably going to want a lot of money. So I was like, you know what? Let's give the rookie a chance. He should be able to fill in Tranquil's spot pretty well. Let me go ahead and get something for Tranquil. So I sent Tranquil a third and a sixth round pick to Green Bay for their first round pick this year. So we'll now have an extra first round pick. I then went and seen how many picks we had left for this year, and I was like, you know what? Let's just get rid of all the late round picks and focus on the top of the draft. So I sent our fourth, fifth, and sixth round pick this year to Miami for next year's third round pick. So I kind of used those picks to trade up in draft. We won't see that pick until next year, but at least it's another third round pick. And then I had an extra wide receiver that just wasn't going to see the field, but I could get a little something for him. So I sent Wilson to Philadelphia for their 2024 third round pick. So this year, we should have 2 first round picks, a second round pick, and 2 third round picks. So we'll have 5 picks in the top 3 rounds. Not as many as we've had, but we'll have a couple. Next year, we'll have 2 first round picks, a second, and 3 third round picks, as well as our 4th, 5th, and 6th for now, and 7th for now. So we'll have all of our picks plus an additional first and 2 thirds next year. So we have draft capital this year and next year. I tried kicking the tires on a trade for a couple cornerbacks. There were a couple I liked that were young and looked like they'd be just excellent shutdown cornerbacks. However, the price for them was just too high. With what we're building up, I think we're okay, and I don't want to empty out what we have just to get one player that might make a little bit of a difference. So going into this year, I think our only weak spot on defense is right outer linebacker. We have a guy who's in his second year playing there. And looking back, maybe it might have been smart to move Drew Tranquil to right outer linebacker or move our rookie middle linebacker to right. So that's a mistake that I kind of wish I had back to do over again. But what's done is done. So we'll still need a right outer linebacker, maybe a cornerback. If we get those 2, our defense is done. We have our defense for the next 4, 5, maybe 6 years. And I won't plan on changing it. So just a couple pieces away there. On offense, we have our running back We definitely have our tight end. We got a guy who's starting to be a stud at tight end. We have young wide receivers that could develop into something special. Um, our number one wide receiver is going into his second year. Our number 3 wide receiver is going into his second year as well. And then we have that rookie that we picked up that is going to be wide receiver 2. So a lot of youth at wide receiver, but I see big things coming from them, especially if they develop. Um, our offensive line is starting to take shape. We have a quality left tackle. We have a quality center. We have a right tackle that could develop into something nice. So we just need a left guard and right guard for the future. However, for now, we have some veterans holding down the fort there that's going to be able to be effective for us. We don't have a strong third down back or that receiving back. The running back that I picked up as a rookie doesn't exactly have the receiving skill set that Austin Eckler had. So Nick Chubb is going to be filling in that role of being an all 3 down back, which I'm excited for. I wanted to get him more touches. So we'll see if, after this year, if I need to find someone to be more of a receiving back to take the load off Chubb, or if Chubb can thrive in that role of being the guy. So that's where our team stands. We have a lot of youth mixed with some veterans. So it's a healthy mix of young and old. We have some stars. Like we have some legitimate bona fide stars like Derwin James, Myles Garrett, Joey Bosa, excuse me, Derek King Jr., or I think Derek's his first name, or it's like King the Third or something like that. So on defense, we have bona fide stars. On offense, our tight end is starting to turn into a star, and Nick Chubb we know is a stud. So our team's starting to get there. This is year 3 of the rebuild. This is kind of that last freebie year. They say it usually takes about 3 years to rebuild a team. So going into next year, the expectation should be that we are competing for not just to get into the playoffs, but to make a run in the playoffs. So this is kind of our last, freebie rebuilding year. And our next draft will be that last, hey, this is your chance to make a dent. So the one big thing we're missing is a franchise quarterback. I'm hoping Tannehill can make some plays, but he's not a franchise quarterback. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get the game started.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Cam Newton and the New England Patriots taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the New England Patriots. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up
on second down, Michelle.
At the 28-yard.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Pickup. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to let one fly for Tate.
That's good for a Patriot.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And McManus able to put it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Nighthawks, nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
On first down, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end Keene. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's good for the Patriots.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, this is Michel. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Newton. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First, great change up there on the route. It got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him. And the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stiff-armed him. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Now Michelle.
at the 5-yard.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Sony Michel. That's good for a Patriots.
And they will run it with Michelle. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
the ball carrier.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this to Ward. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
He brings up 3rd down.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
On the carry.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is that balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Newton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and it's a touchdown.
Touchdown, OKC.
So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Newton on first down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground is Michel. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Stop made by Miles Garrett.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Patriots send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Their own 38.
Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 38. They begin this drive with Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They've got second and 12 from the 36. Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his...
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Newton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a first down throw for Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On the return, here's Agnew. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Ryan Tannehill becomes a focus of our players' spotlight. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
From the 27, Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. We call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 40 yards.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the ground, Michel. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, it's Newton. To Michelle on the screen. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Operating from the gun. Newton. And this is complete. It's Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Throwing again is Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
The tackle
made there by Camille Correa.
4 yards on the pickup.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that catch number 100 for his young. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before the break. Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. From there, we make the short trip up I-65 to check in on the Bears at home, Soldier Field in Chicago. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Devin Funchess, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Newton on the keeper. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2.
To throw again on second down. Newton. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Newton, and the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Newton, he'll check this one down to Michelle. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A run for Nick Chubb. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, You should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oklahoma City, first down.
Now Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 more on that one, and another first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They run. Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Tannehill's pass incomplete from the contact. Great.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Matt Hawk now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Brought down back at the 32.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. From the gun, Newton. Allen's got it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
10 brings up
that reception brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
They'll take over.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1. at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, Nighthawks.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So now the Pats offense comes on, and they'll try for the 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
That keeps the score Patriots 19.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, and he can't escape, and down he goes. Emmanuel Agba able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. New England trying to get a place on offense. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
again, it's Michel. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Newton. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down.
Tannehill on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Tannehill.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
18-yard line.
Back to throw. Tannehill. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
First down.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At their 40.
Throwing again is Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, here's Agnew. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st down and 10.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Tannehill's pass.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
The 17-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him.
And this is caught by Allen for a Patriots touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 28.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
At the 46.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Desmond King making the tackle.
King on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14.
And it's Michel once again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. New England on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his man. That's Harry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
first down. Michelle. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On first down, Tannehill. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
4th down.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
At the 25-yard
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 6 on the play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New England, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't know what to say about that game. That was just all around ugly. I mean, I guess one good thing I could say is that rookie middle linebacker that we got a pick 6 pretty early in the game, which ended up being our only touchdown. Nick Chubb started to do a little better after a slow first drive, but man, 7 interceptions by Tannehill. Our rookie quarterback could do that. So Tannehill probably will not be around for the next video. And hopefully our defense plays better, because this is not the kind of game that our defense is supposed to have either. So, yeah, I am not happy with the way the team played today. And at least one change is being made. So, tune in next video to see what that change is.